Good morning everyone, I'm using the little camera once again to start this vlog. I'm currently still at Hillary's mum and dad's house and I'll show you something. Look at this view. First off, they put crap all in the window, like I don't know why, it's like prison bars in everyone's house. But what I really want to show you is right there. That is why we sold our apartment. That's part of the reason why we sold our apartment, because our apartment before was about 400 meters from here, a little better condition than these because ours was brand new, but still, they're just randomly knocking down homes. And it gives everyone a feeling of, you know, insecurity because like, who's to say they're not going to knock down our home next? I mean, luckily now we don't have a home here, but this is Hillary's mum and dad's home. It could be one of the ones that knock down next, and it doesn't seem... I accidentally stopped recording. Oops. Anyway, who's to say that this home isn't going to get knocked down? And that's probably because they're expecting us to bail them out when it does happen, which is a bit sad. Because when you have so much advance notice about something that's going to happen, you feel a bit like, when the bailout has to happen, you feel a bit like, well, I told you so. Anyway, bought ourselves some coffee because, you know, we're in the middle of nowhere and they don't have anything in this house that I want to eat or drink or touch, to be honest. So, yeah, had to get it. It's not that great. No idea what the shop's name is. No idea. Oh, yes I do. It's right there on the coffee thing. Can you see it? It's called D Cafe. Oh no, you can't see it. Yeah, no, yes, no. Anyway, it's called D Cafe. Organic coffee bean. I don't believe it's organic for 1 second because it's cheap. Anyway, I think I'm gonna stop talking crap right now. I'm in the room by myself being antisocial. Everyone else is out there, including Oscar. I gotta make myself seen. Gotta make Oscar see me and make Hillary. Oh, they're coming? Oh, they're coming. Welcome.
Oh, I tried my brother.
She's super fashionable today. I can't even talk. She's super fashionable today, and Oscar is too.
Oscar is good. Okay.
Oscar.
Oh.
And that's the state of affairs this morning. So, yeah. See you in a bit. Oscar, you can't sit too close to the TV. You're gonna have glasses in no time. Oh, here it goes. Here it goes. It's going. Oh dear. Just wants to stand here and watch the TV, which is right there. Well, turn it off. Turn it off. Oscar, if you look at my face. Again, this is my regular allergic reaction to the rain in Beijing. The other day it rained. I didn't think anything of it. But I should have. My shoes look a bit whiter on the video. Anyway, right now I've left Hillary's mum and dad's house. Finally. Before I was force-fed any like interesting food. So that's all good. And now I'm heading to the subway and then back home to wait for Hillary, who's coming home later. So that's also interesting. Anyway, Hillary and Oscar will be at her mum and dad's house with her, her aunt, her aunt and her uncle, who have moved to Beijing. That's an interesting little thing there. Where they've moved from, the rent for an apartment per year is the same as what they've just moved to in Beijing, but Beijing is for a month. So what they paid for a year back where they were from, they are paying in Beijing for a month. And where they've moved to in Beijing is next to Hillary's mum and dad's house, which is already at the edge of the city. It's like the cheapest place to rent, so that's ridiculous. So I'm not sure why they've come to Beijing, why they've chosen to come to Beijing, given the circumstances, but whatever, you know. They want to have a try at big Beijing, then go for it. Got myself a coffee from Starbucks and now heading to a friend's house once again. And I need to tell you something interesting about something that I saw around these parts of Beijing, so I'll tell you that a bit later on. Remind me from note to self. Back home now, Oscar is doing his usual daily routine of crying and fussing and everything under the sun to get attention. It worked once. We gave him the milk that he wanted, but now he wants more. It's only 10 o'clock. He won't go to bed until about midnight, so I don't agree with giving him more. We'll see. It's a patience game, seeing who can last the longest, because he's being crazy right now and certain hearts just melt when he's upset, so we'll see. Welcome back to the bedroom floor, and I'm just ending off today's video. Back home now, just came back from her mum and dad's home, and straight away, like, her uncle, aunt and mum were in this bedroom having a meeting, secret meeting with the door shut. I feel like that's where I live. Don't have meetings in my home. Big living room out there with a massive table and like lots of chairs where you choose to come and squeeze into this room and have a meeting. And it's always just like whisper, 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 whisper. I can't stand whispering. And why travel an hour and a half by subway to come here and whisper? Whisper back up there. They both live up that way. I just don't get it. I don't get it at all. Anyway, what a terrible day. I'm glad it's over. We're back home, back to normal. Like for the 2 hours left of the evening. And then tomorrow, once again, we're going to be joined by... Losing my mind, going crazy. You can see me slowly. If you go back to my videos like a few years ago, you'll see how happy and then these days it's all just like, like I'm drowning in a, like I'm in the Titanic. That's how I feel. Anyway, that's a bad reference. I know, I'm sorry. It's a long time ago, come on. That's how I feel, that's how I feel. What else can I use to describe how I feel, right? It's my feelings. That's how I feel, You don't know how I feel, so I'm telling you, I'm trying to explain, trying to use the most terrible thing to express how I feel, okay? Oh, I saw a random thing. I went to Starbucks today and I saw an automatic vacuum cleaning, floor sweeping, wiping machine. It's quite cool. They got a lot of this automatic stuff going on now in China. Gotta watch out for them jobs. A lot of people are gonna be made unemployed very soon. Ooh. Anyway, I'm done. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Just remembered now what I was talking about before, and that was that when I got to a certain traffic light to cross the road, I noticed that there was some fake police. So they were like dressed in ordinary clothes. One was carrying a gym bag, another one was wearing a suit, another one had something else. But then I noticed one had an earpiece in and he was looking like at the side of his eyes, like at people. And I was thinking, huh, that's weird. And then I just sort of like glanced around to see if anyone else noticed him. And at the same time I noticed the other guy was the same. And I was like, whoa, these three are all the same. And then one of them had his like little walkie-talkie on his, like the inside of his coat, but he didn't wrap it around properly. And I was looking at it and then he covered it. And I was like, okay. And then when the light turned to green, all of them just sort of stepped back and let everyone else cross the road. So it's like they're just lining up to cross the road, listening in on people's conversations and just standing there, I guess for security. And the same was on all the corners. They were all like wearing a little earpiece. I was like, interesting. So covert, not quite so covert security, but yeah, that was on one of the main streets that eventually would lead to Tiananmen Square and whatever. It's like a really long road that goes across the middle of Beijing. It's like absolutely massive and super long, and I was nowhere near Tiananmen Square at that point, but they have security along the entire stretch of the road, listening out for anything, as well as official security, like police in uniform, and as well as cars everywhere and cameras. Like, oh, it's crazy. Anyway, that was what I wanted to talk to you about real quick, and just found it a little interesting. That's all. Now really, goodbye. Get out of here. Go, 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 go. Subscribe, like, thumbs up, whatever. Go, bye-bye.